Stop. Before you watch another love story, before you plan another date, before you say "I do" to anyone, you need to hear this. Because right now, somewhere in the world, someone is marrying the wrong person, and they have absolutely no idea. They're smiling, they're excited. They think they found the one. But 5 years from now, they'll be sitting alone, wondering where everything went wrong. This video might be the most important thing you watch this year, because science has identified 10 specific types of people who will quietly destroy you. And the scariest part? You probably already know one of them. Harvard psychologists tracked thousands of couples over 15 years. What they discovered was chilling. It wasn't money problems that broke marriages. It wasn't distance. It wasn't even cheating. It was who people chose before they truly understood what they were choosing. Your gut already knows the truth. Your mind just keeps making excuses. Today, we stop making excuses. Person number 1. The one who is never wrong. Their ex was crazy. Their boss is unfair. Every friend who left, they betrayed them. Notice the pattern. They are always the victim, never the cause. Psychology calls this chronic blame shifting. And research is brutally clear. People who cannot evaluate their own role in failed relationships cannot change. You think you'll be different? You won't. You'll just become the next name on their list of people who wronged them. Person number 2. The emotional ghost. They're sitting right next to you, but you've never felt more alone. You share something vulnerable, they change the subject. You cry, they check their phone. Studies on avoidant attachment show these people were taught early that emotions are dangerous, so they shut down. They withdraw, and they make you feel crazy for wanting something as basic as being heard. This is what emotional abandonment looks like. Before the wedding. Person number 3. The love bomber. In the beginning, they're obsessed with you. Constant messages, grand gestures. You're their entire world. Then suddenly, you're married, and they're gone. This is textbook narcissistic cycling. The idealization phase hooks you. The devaluation phase destroys you. Research on narcissistic personality patterns shows this always intensifies after commitment. The chase excited them. Once they have you, you lose value. That intensity you felt at the start, it wasn't love. It was a warning sign, dressed as romance. Person number 4. The one with zero emotional intelligence. They can't read your feelings, can't express their own. Every disagreement becomes a war, because they have no tools for conflict. Studies tracking couples over decades found this single trait predicts relationship failure more than almost anything else: low emotional intelligence. It's not something love can fix. Person number 5. The controller disguised as a protector. They check your phone. They want to know your location. They decide who you can see. But they frame it as love, as worry, as care. Research on controlling behavior reveals one terrifying truth. It always escalates. Always. What begins as checking in becomes isolation. What feels like protection becomes a prison. And that feeling when you rehearse conversations in your head before having them. That's not nervousness. That's your intuition screaming. But here's where it gets even darker. These aren't monsters. These are wounded human beings and wounded people without self-awareness. Wound everyone they love. Keep watching, because the next 4 are the ones most people never see coming. Person number 6. The one who refuses to grow. Same complaints for 5 years, same excuses, same patterns. Psychology shows that people resistant to self-improvement drag their partners down with them. You'll spend your marriage being their therapist, their cheerleader, their parent, and they'll spend it resenting you. for wanting them to be better. You cannot inspire someone who is committed to staying stuck. Person number 7. The financially reckless liar. Secret credit cards, hidden spending, grand plans with zero follow-through. Research on marital satisfaction shows financial deception isn't about money. It's about lying, impulsivity, lack of self-control. In marriage, their debt becomes your debt. Their chaos becomes your crisis. This pattern does not fix itself at the altar. Person number 8. The ones still obsessed with their ex. They bring them up constantly. Keep old photos. Stay in contact for vague reasons. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Someone emotionally available does not do this. Research confirms people who cannot release past relationships cannot fully invest in new ones. You will always be competing with a ghost, and you cannot win against someone's imagination of what could have been. Person number 9. The conflict avoider who secretly explodes. They say everything is fine, then erupt over something small, or they go completely silent for days. Studies on communication in marriage call this pattern deadly. These people suppress every hurt, every frustration, every unspoken truth until they can't anymore. You'll walk on eggshells every single day. And person number 10. Look in the mirror. If you recognized yourself in any of these, the blame shifting, the shutting down, the controlling, the refusing to grow, and your plan is to do absolutely nothing about it, don't get married. Not yet. Because self-awareness without action is just narcissism with better vocabulary. Therapy exists. Change is possible, but only for people who actually show up and do the painful work. You're not watching this by accident. Something brought you here. Maybe a relationship that drains more than it gives. Maybe a feeling you can't quite name. Trust that feeling. Psychological research confirms your instincts detect danger long before your conscious mind admits it. You are not crazy for having standards. You are not demanding for wanting emotional safety. You are not asking too much by expecting someone who actually shows up. The person who truly loves you will show you through consistent action. They'll take responsibility. Stay emotionally present. Choose you daily, not just in the beginning. They'll grow alongside you. Handle conflict with care. Validate your reality instead of distorting it. That person exists. But first, you have to have the courage to walk away from the ones who don't qualify. The red flags you keep seeing. They are not challenges to overcome. They are exit signs. And the strongest, most loving thing you will ever do for yourself is take them. Better single than sorry. Better alone than anxious. Better waiting than wasting years on someone who is never going to change. You already know what you need to do. You've known for a while. This video just gave you permission to trust it. Comment below. Which of these 10 people have you encountered in your life? I read every single comment. And if this hit something real inside you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. They might not say thank you today, but one day, they will. Next video. The hidden psychology of why we stay with people who hurt us. Why smart, strong people choose pain over peace. The answer is not what you think. Subscribe so you don't miss it, because that video might change everything.